joining Fudge and Brenda.
There you go. Oh shit. Like she said, everybody welcome, welcome. We're gathered here today to get high.
Let's see. Let's see if you give us some streamers luck.
Shit. I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh. That was a tasty bond.
And again, this is 420 friendly channel.
YouTube is more open about all that shit, huh? Yo, there's people here, and
Yes, there is.
oh no.
Oh shit! That nigga has a fucking shotgun. I don't have a shotgun.
I don't have a weapon yet either, but I am gonna get to one. I got a sniper and a fucking AR. Let's go. They're inside, Fudge. Don't go in there.
Fudge, they're right behind Brenda. They're right behind you. No, Fudge, no. Where'd you go? Oh, bitch. Let's go. Get that shotgun and kill the other guy. No! Hit him. There's one on me. He's pickaxing Fudge. No.
Oh no.
I think he got Fudge's stuff.
Bitch.
Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Brenda, 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 Brenda. Oh my god.
Oh.
Wrong one. Nice.
Oh my god, I thought I killed him because it showed that I killed somebody, so I thought all fucking like
I was so scared for you right there.
That was fucking faded gameplay right there, you guys.
Oh my god. That was dope. She came with the clutch. Morphe left. No.
He died too?
Yeah. But he said that, oh here, take that medkit. You came with the clutch.
Because nobody will see me in this big open space here. Shotgun ammo.
I got 3 shotgun bullets.
Let's go get Fudge.
Let's go get Fudge. Fudge, are you ready to come back?
I think he's muted again.
I think he's muted. Fudge! Oh, he's AFK. Oh, never mind. Here, I got any of that if you want it.
Here, Fudge, you want this gun? I don't know if you're any good with it. You need ammo? Here.
Hey, there's someone here with the hoverboard. Just where did he go? They're right here. They're right here. They're right here. Be careful with. Oh, he left. Knocked one.
I don't even know where this one got me from.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming.
Damn, I have no fucking pads.
Knocked another one.
Oh, there's other people fighting over here too.
Knocked another one.
Oh, I fucking got knocked by the fall. Wow.
Fuck it,
On
I'm
top.
getting the rest.
They're builders. They're fighting somebody else. I'm gonna try to go.
Oh shit! Come in here, come in here.
She
Come in
came
here,
down.
dude. Oh shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's too many teams in there right now.
I killed 4 people right there.
4 too, actually. No, 3. I think I only knocked the 4th.
Hold on, let me try to see if I can invite somebody. Damn, we're being third party like crazy.
Yep. I'm getting gang banged.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know who to invite.
Let's see if I have anything to.
Fudge, where's your mic? Fudger.
Sorry, it's muted.
He's been muted for the past couple games. We really missed you, man.
No, cause this freaking mic, it's the A40, so the freaking little muting's on the wire. It's not like my A20s where I can just flip the mic up or down.
Hmm. Well, I got some regular Skull Candy headphones.
Well, those things are game though. Game. I didn't say K, I said game.
Yeah.
Just so you guys didn't hear me the whole time, I was like, I cracked that Master Key shield, I hit him for 60 white.
We were all like, where's Fudgers? I gotta go acquire some more medicine from my stash.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, finally a squad that has all mics.
How are you?
Welcome.
Welcome. You're gathered here today to do what, sir?
I have that skin too.
What's the skin?
It was the, yeah, wild pack.
I only bought
You
it so I
guys-
have enough V-Bucks to get the backstroke.
Where are we going?
You guys choose. Alright.
How do you say your name? Here, Zeus?
Here's Zeus.
Here,
Can I just call you Zeus?
Sure.
Call you Zeus.
Yeah, because we hear Zeus, I don't know.
Here, Zeus, take this.
We got a tweak in our lobby.
Oh, that's Craig. Craig.
Really? No gun?
No gun either.
There is not a single weapon in this house.
No mask.
I hear
somebody
shooting
right
close
here.
by me.
Damn, bro, this is what is sleep night?
Someone on me.
Someone on me too, man. Ooh, shit.
He's right on the outside of the house. He's right.
Damn it. Bitch laughing.
Where is he at?
In the football field.
Are you serious?
I don't see them, you guys. But I'm chucking grenades over there.
Fucking everywhere, dude.
Yeah, they are everywhere.
They're like freaking flies on shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Someone landed behind you with that.
Yeah,
That was.
that was right. They were not even from the same team.
Sorry, Zeus, we tried.
Yeah, we
It's
tried.
alright. Good game.
Good game. All right.
Let's see. I need to change
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig. Hey, Craig.
Craig.
Hey, yo, Craig. Hey, yo, Craig.
Hey, yo, Craig.
Hey, Craig. Ever mentioned you're like one of my favorite people to play with, bro?
Bust the Melanian.
I'm gonna be such
Wanna
a
give me that night beam skin, man?
Bust the
Parangari kutirimi kwat.
Wanna give me that night beam
Don't
skin?
worry. Oh, no way, dude. Nah, dude, the horde skin is better, dog. Damn.
What the fuck's the horde skin?
You didn't get it? Oh, you missed it. Man.
Oh no, the night beam, not the freaking rat. I have the fiend rat.
What's up? I thought you were gonna tell me something. Hey, how do you turn on the washing?
Oh my gosh, that deep dab is so ugly.
Right?
So unnecessarily low.
Alright, Craig, since you're the only Xbox player in here, where are we going?
Okay, yeah, you choose.
First game on, I gotta
If it is.
Woo! No, I took a fat ass stab. And I couldn't handle it.
Oof. I got way too fucking low. I think I'm gonna hit the divot, not the diner.
There's 2 squads up there anyway.
Alrighty.
Is there extra combat over here?
I'm coming.
Oh,
Thank you.
get someone full
So many
shield.
two behind the tree. No, if anybody wants that. How many are here? Then there's more nations.
I'm fighting there.
Do you guys wish to go to the diner?
We could. They're fighting. He might be low if I don't have those.
Let's go with Big Rude.
What up? How you doing?
Shit, you know, out here fucking bitches getting money.
There you go, there you go. I thought you were married.
Hell no, bro. I'm married to the game, to the hustle. That's about it.
Yeah, they are.
I was inviting you earlier because we needed a fourth. Oh shit,
Oh
there's
my
someone
gosh,
shooting
they're
at me.
getting up at me.
Damn, all good, bro. Yeah, I just seen it, bro. I just got out of this game.
I know, I was tempted to go over there.
Fuck, dude.
My homie just got me,
Alright,
Oh, maybe
for
David
sure.
boy.
I'll kill him for you. There you go.
I got jumped by 2 of them. But they're both low. They're down there.
Where down where?
Like where Fudge is at? There they
You
are.
guys know what I need is that.
Fudge, where are you? What are
Come on,
you?
Fudge.
Where is this man at?
Oh shit, Brendan's card.
Where? Oh. I'll revive you right now.
Are there bandies over here?
Awa?
I want some
There's
hour.
a blue combat.
Oh Oh no, someone just used it.
Oh shit, I was like, wait, it didn't show me going up the bus right now.
Damn. How could you? No, 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 no. Get out of this lobby. He's gonna dance down each other. He's ready? Oh, there's someone right there. Watch out. He's up there. He's up there. He just went down somewhere. Nice. You guys are fucking savages.
Can I grab this half pot? Oh no, no, no.
Here. I'm trying to get this.
I'm good. I wasn't fucking paying attention. I was still the whole time my head ass. I had a meeting.
Almost time, brothers. Almost time. Dude, the guy was just watching me dance on top of it.
Yeah. I seen him up there. There you go. Okay.
Hey, we gotta get out of here. There's more people over there.
Here, you. Right. Oh no!
Yeah.
No! No! Be careful! Somebody is shooting the rocket thingy. The proximity grenade launcher, whatever.
Grenade launcher.
They're north right now. They're coming over here.
From where? Oh
I
shit.
got 3 times for 23 blue. Another guy north 15.
Be careful. Some guy over here by this coffee pot. He's in here.
Bitch, you thought. Oh, his fucking friend. No! Not their friend, though.
He's right under here.
Wow, really? There's more people.
Nice. This guy had a grenade launcher.
Oh, there's one shot right
I need a rocket launcher. Hey, here's a combat shotgun for anybody who wants that. Oh, but be careful behind you, Brenda. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, I couldn't build. I didn't have no build.
God,
I guess I did have build.
Okay, guys, my last one.
Alright. Well, let's do our best to be the best. I hear doggy.
Yeah.
My dog is barking now. We are landing in Mexico. Brenda's AFK again? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, parts.
I'm here, I'm here.
I don't see nobody coming this way. What?
Plastic cups.
What about them?
Where did they go?
They're down there. Input blocked. We've got an input blocked.
Ooh.
Who the hell is that? Oh, the guy is here.
What?
The guy is here. The guy from the dog. He's outside. Hold on.
You guys wanna rotate to Fatal or Paradise? I have a rip to go if you guys want to take it. Too lazy to walk or whatever.
Another green AR over here. Trying to look for a better shotgun. There's a common tag.
Oh shit.
Actually, I should take those.
Where'd you die at? You fall off the map?
Yeah, I went to go to spin an auto run.
Oh my god. I don't think we can grab your car, can we?
You have this rep? Did you get this rep first?
Yeah.
Yeah, this rep is used.
I think I just died to fall damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? There's...
Oh no,
I can get your card.
No, it's in the ocean.
Oh, fuck.
No, Craig, the one I was asking to get me was the skin, dude. The chick, dude. The pink chick, gang.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I didn't buy it. I wasn't a buyer, but I was just like, they're releasing more stuff. I saw the leaks and stuff. So.
Why don't you buy it from me
block
and I'll buy you a next skin.
What are they gonna release after this? There's people in Fatal. It's an elf.
Hey, there's a purple combat over here. More minis. Come back.
Alright.
They're right here.
Are they fighting somebody?
It looks like they just finished. They're over here. Hey, you throwing those nades?
No, those, they're coming to us. Well, to me.
Hey man, stop being gay, man.
Oh my god.
My ramps are retarded. Huh?
Eee.
I think Rudy's AFK.
Yeah, he is. He's staying. I'm gonna actually take a quick break.
It's 5 in the morning here. I gotta crash out.
Dang. Alrighty then.
Craig, see you online if you play later. We're online.
For sure. For sure.
I'm transferring, then I don't want him to suffer and stay back here. You know, if I had it myself, I would always want him. But if I go there, I know nobody else will care about it. Is there a way, like, you can get to the back? Yeah. Well, the dogs are right here.
anything on.
Hey, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Turn it off.
Que no.
See,
¿Que no dice que no?
yesterday I tried to run with the dog. Oh no. He was going fast. He was hella fast. He was like pulling me instead.
You want a donut?
I already grabbed one.
So you left that milk right there?
Yeah. The fuck? All about you.
Huh?
Why we haven't changed the time on there?
What's that? Check right.
I've been trying to change. I always look right there every time when I pass by. 11:50. It's about 11:51. Yep, right on time. One time. There are all the other ones, but not the chocolate ones.
I know, huh?
Oh, that one.
Hella fake.
I told you, no one likes chocolate.
I don't like chocolate.
No one did.
Because I didn't know who liked chocolate or not. You didn't even watch it.
When you're hungry, you're hungry.
I just don't want to fight.
I had it.
No, I'm gonna eat this one.
Wow.
You know you wanted it.
I don't want it.
That's why you told me to eat the chocolate.
My toast should be done. When did I put my toast at the 20? I texted him because he didn't want to eat the nut. You guys still have it, Frank? How the hell forgot you got egg yesterday? We didn't have no more?
Huh?
We didn't have no more? That's right.
Make it.
Where's the cacerola?
What casserole?
No. Oh. Hey. This is not exact. Come on, no. Turn on the light. It's kind of dark down there. Come on. Oh,
Turn that one on. Cause this one doesn't even light up like this.
way better. No, turn it off. Way better.
That one's way
This thing
better.
just lights up right here. Why are you taking off?
Hot.
No. Hey, if you're gonna keep that dog here, you gotta take care of it over there. Got that? Hey, Rudy. Nation.
where your ass is at. You see my dog? Yeah. It's bigger than Luna.
How old is it?
Older than Luna. By
That's
a
not
couple.
what I asked you.
What?
That's not what I asked you.
His name's Blue.
It's early in the London.
No.
What?
And then we could go and take him on walks
It's weird.
around the park.
Which part?
The one over here. Trying to go put him in my car. They shit hella. What? So you're not coming?
No, I got work at night.
In the morning?
In the night?
Well, that's what.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to take the. What's the one?
Yeah, I work every day.
Yeah, but what time?
8:30. I leave my house at 8.
8:30 to what?
What?
8:30 to what?
5. 5.
Well, I can do like that.
What time?
10 a.m.
Who's gonna pick you up?
Huh?
Who's gonna pick you up?
Lola?
Email.
Is my car's at the airport?
Your car?
Yeah.
Why'd you leave it over there?
So I don't think it has to pick me up though.
Aren't you paying all that money
So I have a parking pass.
for free
Yeah.
every time?
Yeah.
What? How much did you pay for that? I said no. You ugly anyway. That you'll be fucking everyone. Why you be sleeping with everyone?
I sleep with everybody.
Yeah.
Me too. I haven't had that in like 2 years.
Now what?
Oh, where is it?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, you are a virgin. Yeah, you are a virgin. Yeah, we know it. So you're saying you're a virgin. You're a virgin? Since when? Since when? You say what? Since day one. I don't believe that.
You said since when?
Since day what?
Since when?
Huh? Since 1996. I think you're lying.
It's impossible for me to be a virgin.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm so hot or what?
Oh yeah. This guy. This guy's hella sexy too. Look. You have to do it again. Look, this guy right here. Do you see this guy right here? He's hella sexy right here.
Damn.
Hella.
What's your number?
You already got it. I got it.
What, you guys are cooking or what?
Yeah. Where you at? I'm cooking. What are you doing?
Dallas.
What are you doing in Dallas? Without me. Not talking to any girl.
Come through. I'm at my friend's place.
Who's your friend?
Jared.
Who's that?
He works at Southwest.
He works at Southwest?
Yeah. He's at work right now.
bought any? Yeah, we did.
I bought some.
When? No. When did you buy some?
I bought a small one.
When?
The other day, like 4 days
Did you
ago.
finish them?
No. I only
Cause
grabbed
I
four.
never saw any.
I only grabbed 4 out of that.
Well, they do Diddy do.
You wait up. Damn.
Oh my God, Jose. You.
Damn, Rudy.
You.
Fatty.
Alright, I'm busy.
Ketchup.
Ketchup is in there, you stupid hoe. You hot.
Ate everything.
You. Damn.
Got my nerve.
Pinche puta.
Eating all the food.
You. Hey. Hey, I could get champagne for free. I could get wine and champagne for free.
For who? For me?
Free.
You get it for me?
No. You sell wine?
You get it for that? Who could you get it for that?
I get it from my provider of wine.
Who's your provider? Your baby? Your brother? Your brother?
That's exactly who. How did you know?
Nice provider.
I know, huh? Yeah, right.
Where are you landing?
I'm landing Blue House.
Play on me. Blue house. Oh, what an absolute. Get my reboot card. Nice. Shoot. Yes. Get him. You got shields. Whoever spectated. Nice. Yes. Nice shot. Murphy Lee's on his own. Oh no, Wolf money. Big Ruby.
Oh my god, I suck butt.
Ruby's on her way. Or his. I mean Murphy. Try and
I
reboot
only
me.
killed 4 people.
Murphy, try and reboot me. Murphy, no, Murphy. 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 Go there. That's a far away one, that. And then all of our other team's gonna die.
Well, good luck to you guys. He just left us.
Come on, Murphy.
The hell, Bobby? Eating all of it without me?
Murphy.
When did you call me? Why are you lying? Why the fuck you lied? The fuck? The fuck? Why would you put mustard? What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Cause niggas are hungry. Hell yeah. You both are ugly. Alright? get notifications for new songs every time. Yeah. No more mustard. Why not? No mustard. Oh, you put half and I eat half. Right? No. What is that, onion? No. Oh, is that the right? That's the right. All of it? Yeah. What do you mean no half and half? Well, isn't that a lot of food? No? No. What the hell, Bobby? There you go. He said there's not enough for us. Here. Wait. He said that's not enough for us. Not for Jose. Not for Jose. Hey, so yesterday we went to Serrano's. What'd you say? You always pay. Always want to play for Bobby. What's that? Hey. Shut up. I'm eating good. Everything? No. Because of me. Sorry, Bobby. Hey, Sergio. Do you miss your roommates? What? Do you miss your roommates? This guy. He said no. He's like, skirt. Fuck these up. You still talk to her or no? What about? Yeah, you better stay in touch with her because I want to. Who cares? He said to tell her to come to Sacramento. Tell her we'll meet her there. Well, I'll probably meet her there. I don't know about you. to you.
Sorry for this delay, you guys. I had somebody in my
Of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And can we get? Oh, shield. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing. Alright.
You're so slow. Bop, bop.
Nothing to worry. Hello, team. We got mics so we can communicate with each other.
Yo, what's up?
What up? How you doing?
Just chilling. What about you?
Good, good. Getting killed in Fortnite?
Yeah, basically.
That's what's happening to me right now.
You think we can get this win?
Hopefully, if we work as a team.
I'm out training.
No.
Y'all see anybody land here?
No.
Got around for a little bit, see.
Here's a green AR on me, if anybody's into those things.
They're pretty good. Let me get a little bit of mats real quick, and then I'll probably go to the diner.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going up.
Alright. I'm gonna go on this side then.
It doesn't appear to have been looted.
It's been looted?
No.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, nobody came up here then. Ooh, shield.
There's a storm in the bottle, if anybody's into those things.
There's half bar. Ooh, let's go.
There's some people coming in. People coming in.
Oh yeah, I hear them. Yeah, I hear them. But they're on top, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I hear one person.
They're over there on that side.
This person trying? Damn.
Did you get him?
Oh, there's... Fuck. The squad's coming now. I got hit up a bit. Yeah, I hear his partners.
Where are they? Are they all below me?
Yep. Oh, wow. What is this right here? I got one of them, dog. He's breaking it. He's gonna break it. Might want to jump down. This dude right here. There you go. Yeah, here we go. There's one here behind, on your left, behind you, behind you.
Oh my god, I just shot you in your face.
Damn.
And I got a blank hit marker.
If you would have hit him one time, yeah, I would have went down.
Yeah.
Almost, man.
Almost. GG's. Time for a dab. Yeah, we're okay, chat. Shut up, puta. Did you get full? Yeah. Hello, team. Do we have a mic? So we could communicate. Hello. Welcome. How are we doing today? I guess you should know Rudy today.
Yeah.
Hello? I will get it before you. Ooh, no. No way, man. That is bullshit. Well, none of my teammates landed with me, so it's okay.
Fuck that. That's bullshit, dude.
Playing by himself, huh?
Oh, that guy has a mic.
Hello.
Yeah. You where? On Loot Lake?
Loot Lake.
I know, don't you? Oh, no crap. Oh, I just messed up my drop. It's all you. I think I'm gonna use a slip stream to get to you guys. Yeah, I tried to do something in my controls. I mean, not my controller, press the button.
There's a lot of people here, so be careful.
I don't know where I'm landing. No, the factory is no one landing. Or the factory is only one, but. Or two, actually. One of them is going to. You're joking, this guy's one shot right here. He's one shot. I only had a pistol, he had a tank. I'm using one. It's all good.
Huh. What? Not if you put a lot of clothes. How much?
Yo, David.
How much is a little bit?
You mad? Oh my god, man. How do you do that?
I don't know.
What? You're my phone.
You're gonna have to put an hour to full dry it, or else it's not gonna dry fully.
Go get my card, somebody, please. Are you going for it? Daniel's shooting at him, or David. His name is. Come on, you got my card, you got my card. Just reboot me right there. Don't like try to shoot at them. Alright, just get my card and reboot me first. No, don't fight them. No. Kevin, go revive me. Kevin, come on, revive me. No! Oh, you knocked him? Oh, go reboot me. Please.
You're just taking all my loot.
He's my friend. He takes like a bunch of loot all the time.
Hey, you need to drop me that shotgun, kid.
I don't know why he doesn't have his mic on. He usually has it on.
Or if he goes down, I can't pick him up. So you're gonna have to be in charge of that. What other medkit?
The one to your right.
But I didn't take all of that guards. Can I have shotgun ammo or anything like that?
Ask your friend, he took it all.
Ah, yes. But wait, what is there to eat? What is there to eat? What is there to eat? Oh my.
See you later, kid.
Oh, I need to drop. Oh no, should I drop the pistol? Yeah, for now. Pistol's pretty good in some situations. I wanna go with you.
Well, mine's all the way up.
Oh yes, shield on in. Hey Kevin, I got one mini for you. I wanna go with you. Oh, this one's already booted, I was gonna say. Oh, I need a shotgun now.
You're gonna have to ask your friend there to give you. He took all
Alright,
that.
let's take this dish. Let's take this dish. Wait. Oh, I found a combat. Let's go. Let's go. What? Well, wait, where are you going? Oh, I thought you were leaving. Alright.
Hey, Shaky's going bye-bye. He's leaving you behind?
Oh crap. There's a shotgun right there. Yeah, oh, I was glitching right there. Oh, I just found a purple scar. Let's go. Excuse me. We were just back there. Bro, I'm fighting Pierre AR. Dang! We about to try to smash that thing. Yeah. I got him out of that. No, come on. Come on. It's all mine, boys. I already got a scar, bro. Why, they used to say leader, Oh damn! Already looting good. And we can love. Alright. I don't know.
Hey, quita la yarda, pero tu hermano va a cortar la yarda.
I know,
Quita la
in a
basura
little
y
bit.
échale agua a las plantas.
In a little bit.
You better hurry up before he stinks you. How's all that loot doing up there?
Dang, you guys already
Come on,
left.
here, hurry. What?
Yes, yes.
You should have just drank the slurp.
There's people out now. Oh yeah, there's a guy right there.
Oh shit! Hold on.
You need help?
No way.
Your
I
friend died.
know.
I told you the truth.
Oh, he
I'll
left.
show you who's the boss.
I'm the boss now.
Not
Get
you.
out of here.
You the ugly nigga.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
You didn't put the eggs away?
Nope.
I think they're all just gonna gang up on us. He was like, you think?
What's up?
Wow. Why you gotta put them away when I was just about to put it away? No, you weren't. Why do you think I got off with the toilet? Put the ketchup away and get something to drink because you're thirsty. No, I'm not thirsty. But I am craving a donut. What? But I am craving a donut. Bitch, it's only chocolate. Who cares? It's still a donut.
Right?
I don't like chocolate.
Alright.
It's still a donut, right? No. Yeah. Hey, where'd you leave the leash, Rudy? Where'd you leave the leash? I gave it to you. No. Yeah. I gave it to you in your hand. And you took it. It's not there. Well, where'd you leave it? Where'd you leave it? I gave it to you in your hand. It's probably in the backyard. You probably left it back there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not over there. I gave it to you in your hand. What'd you do with it? No, he gave it to you in your hand. And then I gave it to you. No, you didn't give it back to me. Mm-hmm. Because I gave it to you, and then he grabbed it from you. Mm-hmm. Why are you drinking over here? Because you be leaving stuff everywhere. Because I left both of them up there.
Well, you should know where you leave your stuff.
No, you. All the food and everything.
Don't try to blame me for your mistakes. Don't bother me. I'm eating.
I don't give a flip. Keisha. aren't you watching the thing live? A ver, let's watch it.
Off Paula, but they still have a lot of pressure.
On the same token, when you do go from 2 different angles, you also have to be careful because that's 2 more angles that they can use.
Right.
And that situation being box to box, face to face, 1 wall in between each other, and the stairs there kind of rotated the awkward way. Very difficult to kind of escape from that if they do manage to get that wall, if they do manage to get an angle on you. So deciding to back off, probably the healthy decision, especially as Zone 6 starts to move.
We saw Jorts here drop a few, potentially 1 shadow bomb for his duo partner ever. And here we go, they're immediately popped. The rotations are gonna come out, but again, this is a very dense lobby. 33 players currently remain, 19 of them being duo partners. They need to find more, you know, you gotta think, obviously you wanna try and make placement, that's huge, but every extra elimination is gonna make the difference on impacting that leaderboard. And I'm sure this is things they're thinking about, right? I'm just thinking aloud right now. Oh, perfect. Castery gets traded out there, trying to make a late rotation. Not today, friend, not today.
Well, we saw earlier, I mean, they're only at 35 points in this game, but we saw Camo and Issa with that crazy performance to try to push them up in the leaderboards. They weren't in the top 10 last we looked, but you know, those performances are the one that really push you, not just 1, 2 spaces, but really 5, 10, 20 even in some cases.
That's right, and look up top, FaZe, Vorwin, and Atlantis Tux. They've got themselves the high ground advantage, which is huge. It's going to make a difference. Look at this. Someone trying to challenge, and immediately they say, we need to bail out. This is not the strategy. And Razny gets shredded. Like shooting fish in a barrel, comes right out of the sky, and the elimination is confirmed.
And this is even with the changes to the combat shotgun, the effectiveness at range getting dropped a little bit, but Warwin not doing anything, not worried about it at all. But here, Tux is going to be fighting for height. I think Warwin, his teammate, needs to start pressuring and stop this. But oh my goodness, what a shot up above the builds. Tux is going to find that elimination just there. Sloopy not going to find a height. Still going to be on Tux and Vorwin. Advantage to them.
Crack a ball right out in front. He drops a player and gets some blue damage numbers. Remember, that's on shield. If it's white damage numbers, they've got no shield. Tux gonna okay! Poseidon! Juve just gets ripped as well. People are just being picked off left and right. More shots!
I mean, at a certain point, Zeke, it's, do I even want to glide up there? But hold on, because somebody does go into zone and make a play for height, and that's going to be the signal for Tux and Vorwin to drop down. But as he says that, he's got a partner in crime going down. Nepsi cannot go parallel to Tux. Vorwin still has it, though.
This is huge, too, because he didn't have many builds, and that Elim gave him a ton, so now he can actually go try and meet back up with Vorwin, see how things are going. And, I mean, Tux and Vorwin, they're playing out of their minds right now, but look at everyone down below still. You got a few people in ballers. Gafal was on lethal HP. So many people in that mid-ground tarp that are now engaging Fremont and his dual partner. 9 eliminations between them. They just hit top 10. 2 rounds of placement points. What in the world? A 14-point game, 15-point game.
Yeah, and we just talked about Camo and Issa's performance, and Fremont and Kong right now making their way towards one of those that will push them up the leaderboards. They're at 66 right now, and maybe making a case for them to go to New York. Fremont and Kong, a little bit of a break right here. They're going to go drop those turrets out, make sure that that's not going to be in the trap rotation. He's going to get it. The trap doesn't go. Oh, yes, he did go in, but not going to manage to do it. Finds Rasco regardless. And now his teammate as well. He actually finds Kubex, too, as they drop down all together, but it's now only Fremont. And look at this gaggle of players down below. I don't know if they're going to be able to all survive. Right now, Fremont does go down, and it's now Tux and Vorwin against Edwin on his own. Tux goes down and already finds the shots, and that's going to be the victory royale for Tux and Vorwin.
They played that so well, right? Like, they just waited. They knew, and especially 8 eliminations. An 18-point game, this is massive. This also, we saw the other duo was at 62 points. They're now at 66, so you got to think they're contesting for at least top 5, but for them to realize, like, look, everyone's down below. They're all fighting on that low ground tarp. Let's just hang out in the sky. Let's just do what we do best, wait this out, and, of course, everyone, like fish in a barrel, comes to them. But look at this. Stompy and Shinken here, the little thin pancake who belongs in my heart forever. I mean, these guys, I don't know what else I could say about these guys. Like, the fact that they've been on top of the leaderboards weeks in a row, you've got to think this is a favorite going into Fortnite World Cup Finals. You have to.
I think, I'm looking at everybody using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup and all the predictions going in for New York, all the different personalities starting to make their opinions known. Everybody is putting Stompy and Shinken way up there, if not first and second, because they are dominating week after week, and I think we are in for a treat in this game because they're getting close and they're in the end game, and this is honestly, I think this might be the first time we've seen them. And you know what they do in end game, Zeke. It is crazy clinical Fortnite.
They absolutely terrorize the lobby. They just, everything they do is about how can they get an edge up, and then they make sure they're almost like squeezing the life out of you very slowly, right? Suffocating is like the word my mind went to, but it's kind of just like they're bringing the wall.
It is that.
It is that, right?
Because like when they do find an opportunity, they pounce so hard and so fast, and you have no time to react, and they just come from multiple angles, just like this. Stompy from above, Shinken on the bottom, and he already takes down one carries exactly. You see Shinken switching to him right now. He actually can get right behind him, and he finds it, but does now need to make sure that nobody is going to take advantage of the fact that Stompy is down. You can see immediately editing him down all the way because he needs to change position. Everybody knows they just got an elimination in that box. And I think Freddy and Snagged right here are going to see if they can take advantage here. They're definitely getting the loot, so maybe that's enough for them.
I think they're going to get the revive off. And don't forget, Shinken actually has a Chug Jug in inventory, so he's going to be completely okay. He passes it over to Stompy. This is good. Now they have to have the 15 seconds. This is where things could get a little crazy, right? Because we saw the duo up above. If they decide to challenge, Stompy is not in fighting condition right now.
A note there that Stompy went so far away from where that initial fighting was and goes all the way to the farthest spot, not only for the zone, but also for anybody trying to find out where you are. And here comes the launch pad from Stompy. They're going to move ahead. Ooh, a nice little short launch there by accident even, but I'll take it if I'm Stompy.
Absolutely. And just to reiterate your point, these guys are playing at the highest level possible, right? They know what a Chug Jug sounds like. Those sound cues are so very distinct. If you're sitting in a box and you hear that sound down below, you're like, we're going down, let's make some edits, someone's on critical, we're gonna take him out, and that's why he moved so far away, to make sure no one knew what was going on. So huge. 23 duos left, 39 players. Right now they're making a rotation. You've got people out in front, which is good, and they're still staying close by, which is really gonna maximize their efficiency here. A lot of people going down in the lobby as well.
I think staying close by is something we're actually not really used to seeing from Stompy and Shinken. We see them trying to take over the lobby and get as many opportunities as possible, but what is that from Stompy? I mean, but one of the things that is very important here to note is their mobility is starting to look scarce. All that we see on Stompy right now is that glider redeploy. They already used their shadow bombs, the launch pads, because of the position they were put in. They couldn't rotate early. So here, staying together, making, oh my goodness, he found
got a rift.
As I say that, the rift to go, the almost most valuable item at this point in the game, because not only are people rotating in the congested zones, but they're not looking up, because that first portion of the movement, everybody is looking to see, where do I need to go next?
And they've got a great bird's eye view, right? They're slowly descending on. You've got Alpha there going to drop down, but look, so now they're going to make the decision. We have to contest.
Oh, they knocked out.
Someone just brought the entire structure down. It depends on what they decide to do. Look at Stompy. He's already trying to contest for the high ground, and Shinken had to stop for just a moment to get that mini up. He's got the shadow bomb, but I don't think he wants to use this right now. He gets cracked from behind. The slurp is still ticking right now. He's just got to get himself into safety. He doesn't have any other utility baller like a campfire that would help him right now.
Yeah, but possibly Stompy does, and he's right on top of him now. So great, staying together. They're glued to each other, almost in another elimination. First finding it before moving out. He gets stuck in the cone, but he's got to cover himself first. Does end up going down the zone. So perfect play here from Shinken, and he's moving forward. And they did get in the top 15 just now as well with those 2 eliminations.
And just the way that Shinken is like fluidly chaining eliminations back to back. And remember, if you don't finish that player off, there's a little bit of time before that siphon comes through. There's a player in the box! It doesn't even matter! Nevi gets shut down! They're on 11 eliminations right now. They're about to hit top 10. Bala, they're playing out of their freaking minds!
Nevi, one of those players who was towards the top, him and his teammate from Evade, and getting shut down here from Stompy and Shinken, 2 people who have already qualified, who are not playing for qualification spots, but playing for keeps. right now, they're showing off why they should be at the top of the leaderboard. And we just talked about it. We were like, where's Stompy and Shinken? Because there's nobody who's qualified at the top of the leaderboard like we're used to seeing. But maybe after this game, things are going to change. But the Heavy Snipey coming in. Heavy Snipey.
Snipey, yeah, absolutely. Snipey coming through. Now, don't forget, they're also at 66 points. We've seen 3 duos now with that point value. And look at this. Stompy's got to chain together these eliminations. Shinken is down, but it's okay. Stompy's been in decisions like this before. He knows how to clutch these games up. The campfire is rolling, Bala. He's getting back in that rhythm.
Getting back in that rhythm and achieving top 5 right there, that last placement threshold before the Victory Royale. So all he has to do.
Here we go, the key to all doors! Oh my! Okay, I'm gonna lose my freaking voice after today. I'm telling you right now, Stompy and Tashingen are putting on a show. The European queues are done as well. It's a free-for-all right now. Also, Pewds goes down a rocket from up above, Bala.
Just barely dodging that. And now he's up to 10, 15 total for this duel. It's a 1v1v1. He's hunting the player down on low ground, but he can't get in the zone. I think that's going to be the end because Katsus is looking right at him. Now, has the Chug Splash. The RPG just barely is going to hit the wall in front of him. Using the Chug Splash and the campfire, I don't think it's going to be enough because the player up above probably has more in the tank, but he's going to come down. Is it going to happen? No. Massey is going to win that game against Cactus. Over the heel off there, and that is just an unbelievable sequence of events. We followed Stompy and Shinken from the beginning, and look where they ended up. 15 eliminations, the most out of any placement thresholds besides the Victory Royale. That is a performance for the ages and a reminder of why we need to be scared of them going into New York City.
That ain't no little tiny thin pancake, bro. That's a big old beefy pancake covered in delicious syrup. You like to see it. But of course, guys, there's more Fortnite action. We've got more games hopping in right now. Got Dervig and his duo partner. They've got their eyes set on another duo sitting in a box. I believe they've got double heavy snipes. That's why we'd ping this out. A single shot's going to come out and wait for it. Okay, so they're going to break this wall. They want to get a little bit of a better vantage point. That's smart, right? Because they're over that little lip there. Nope, they're not there. But now you've made you've made the heavy sniper known, right? Now this other duo is like, well, they're looking to take shots. You know, the panic launch pad.
I don't necessarily know if that's panic. So they are in the side of zone, making their way in, and you can see now Drivig and his teammate Waldo are going to go in, but he box fights indeed, gets Wet Bra right out of there, no chance to react at all. And that is something that you can catch people by surprise is they're trying to make that rotation, right? They're trying to figure out what their plan is to go forward. And because of that, they're all looking around. They're not paying attention to the fact that they're not covered. They're not paying attention and listening to the fact that there's a heavy sniper coming in or just a pickaxe even from one of the most obvious locations right above you.
And I mean, you saw them separate for a moment, him and his dual partner, and now they just use that rift to reposition and get to go close back together. You got Marcote here and Squalls K. Marcote here has got 6 eliminations. Again, this is almost unusual, Bala, because I feel like, you know, semifinals are typically the day where you find a ton of players sitting on mountains of eliminations, right? Borderline double digits at times. But on finals day, very rarely you see that happen. You see eliminations be picked up toward the end, right? When you break that placement barrier and then you're like, I'm just going to catch people making late rotations. But that's not been the case today. You can tell players they're ready. They are so hungry. They want those tickets.
You can almost feel the pressure that they're feeling, that they're playing with. Right? The high eliminations, they have to go for it because it's all or nothing right now in this moment. There's only 4 spots left up for grabs in EU. That isn't much out of all the players who are playing and out of the top 1,500 that made it from semifinals to today.
That's right. And remember, we recently saw the highest point value we've seen is 66. So we know that's like, we'll say top 10 at best right now. But look at everyone in the sky all hanging out. May have been a rift to go, a community launch pad, a potential guy. Yeah, the vents are right there over by the hot spots. And right now, Alpha and Mark, they're just chilling, trying to find more eliminations. Any at all would be helpful. They find one.
That stink bomb coming to great effect as players start to make all their rotations. And it was a perfect opportunity to use it because as we saw, there were so many players in the sky, and those players in the sky are all going to end up being low because of everybody else looking right up at them. So a good opportunity for a lot of people to find eliminations there, but I'm going to opt to rift as they start to get pressured and as this 7th zone starts to move.
This is going to be a little bit weird, right? Because remember, we're fighting in that biome that's like forest, the big tall trees. Depending on where we go, they could potentially land on the top. Let's stream Vato there in the bottom right corner for just a moment. They're in this game, and remember, they are looking to qualify. Wolfies and Rojo, we saw them earlier, right? They were in top 5. Yeah. They're still here with 65 points.
For some context, when we first checked, Wolfies and Rojo, who were in the top spot, but they did get overtaken by Vato and Sky, so this might actually come to a head. Those two teams facing off in this game. Here's Wolfies getting in that box. He's going to take out Jachu from behind, but his teammate coming through with the trap, not going to be enough because Wolfies, the quick edit's going to go back on top of him and does find the elimination. Precious goes down. Even using the turret there, I mean, I'm wondering if that was a panic or an accident. But it's going to work out perfectly because if anybody was playing down below, he actually doesn't have to spend a cone there. It's not going to go down. It gives you extra HP on that floor.
And look, dude, they're still in this. Sky and Vato, they're in that middle ground tarp. They're actually going toe-to-toe with Wolfies and Rojo right now. This is the duo that they're fighting. So look, they actually have 70 points. This is now the new highest total we have seen. So it must be another 2 points coming in. They've hit top 10. The next threshold they're looking at is top 5 ball. It's coming down to the wire.
And you can see how careful and calm they are playing. They're making sure that they spend the time to use their heals, use their items, because if you don't use them, you're going to lose them. And finding one that's Dryvig who goes down, and they're still pushing for that top 5. They're still pushing towards that victory royale and looking really good while doing it.
I thought that was Wolfies and Rojo. I thought with my heart of hearts. I believed it. And look at this. Watch the top left. Rojo finds another elimination, so you know he's alive and kicking. They've hit top 5, 75 points over on the Lestream duo. The French-speaking community's got to be losing their minds. Up above, you got Mark and Alphen as well. The question is, where is Wolfies? Where is Rojo? Where are they in relation to each other? This duo right in front of them very well could be them. Or it could be Alphen and Mark. It depends. I want to see this hide wide, man. I almost want to see a 3-box. I got to know with my heart.
Well, the trap going in there is definitely going to de-incentivize Sky and Vato to go in, and there we can see Mark and Alphen up top. Wolfies and Rojo down below. They take out takeoffs, and now it's all time to go right down. They know exactly the situation, but Sky gets taken out right away by Wolfies, and they're still fighting. Vato goes out. Rojo and Wolfies take the win there, and they're still going. There's only 2 players remaining. It's a 1 versus 1 right now. Low HP though, and Smoke, Mark, and Alphen are gonna come up from the top and clean up house.
That was insane. They ended with 77 points. That extra 3 points would have probably helped get them to that 80 threshold and just help build that lead. But this is absolutely insane. I think, Ball, for now, we got to send it back in the studio. We got to meet up with Pookie. We got to see how things are going. So, Pookie, let's send it your way.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am here in the studio. Those games are absolutely wild.
Those fuckers are hella good. Hello, team. Excuse me.
Hello?
Hello! Yo, what's up, man? Yeah. Still.
How old is he?
I'm 5.
What the?
Well, who's 5?
I'm just kidding. Our teammate.
That was me.
For real? I thought Big Rudy Nation.
Big Rudy. Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
Big wiener.
Come on, dude. Respect him, dude. Just because he has a little one, doesn't mean you're gonna say that.
I got a score! Wow.
I said big
wow. Oh, bro, chill, bro, chill. That's what you do. That's what you do every day.
Oh, that's gay.
That's what you do every day. Be quiet.
How do you know that?
How do you know that?
I don't even know.
Okay, same here.
Score! On the floor!
Where?
I got it up.
Oh wait, is that a score? Please be a score. Ah, frick this.
Ooh,
Hey, drop it. You won't drop it. You
no,
won't.
I know you're gonna pick it up, bro.
You won't.
Yeah, there's someone on me.
Give it to me! No, give it to me for real, bro! No, give it to me, no, for real. Give me the gun, no, for real. Give me the score!
Okay, here,
People on me! People on me! People on me!
You're not kissing me. Bro, I booging his shit. I booging his car, dude.
Yo, the other dude's up top. He's on me. He's a builder. On me! Bitch! Wait, who's laughing?
That's hilarious.
Oh shit, my dick fell off.
I'll be back and you go catch it. Nah, just kidding.
That's gay. I mean, I think you're gonna be gay one day.
Shut up, bro.
I mean, you're just
kidding. I think you are.
Do you probably know that you're gay?
No, bro, I ain't even.
Oh, you're gay.
I'm not, bro. I'm not. What do you mean?
I found minis.
Well, I'm gonna take a break, you guys. I'll be right back. I'll leave you all to watch the game while it's going live. Yeah, I got some pickaxes. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Alright, you guys, I'll be right back.
It would be like this for the final week. It's been like this every, you know, periodically we've seen moments like this where we've seen players edged out at the very end.
And I gotta, Vato and Skite, man.
Yes.
Out in 6th place in that game, not quite making it to 5th place. That could come back to bite them in a terrible fashion. It could be heartbreaking for them, but we go ahead and catch up with them later in the standings. We'll see where they all end up. Here, Thomas and Kluja finding 1 elimination in this game, and again, we're looking at the point ranges. 77 was that, but as we saw that last game, they pushed over that 77.
So don't forget, they're at 83 points when we last saw them. So right now, if you're looking at Thomas and his dual partner Kluja, they could very well contest that 83 points that we saw, right? It's only a difference of 6 points. That's making it into top 10. They're at, or excuse me, top 5. With a few eliminations sprinkled in there, man, I do not want to see Skite and Vato get edged out again. They've come so close so many times. This has got to be their week, and you've got to think they're thinking the same thing, right? They're like, it's all come down. We've put everything on the line. We're playing our hearts out. This is our week to qualify. Just keep your head up and keep positive.
And let's not forget about Tux and Vorwin there in that last game as well. Contesting with Skite and Vato, actually taking them out.
Right.
First, Vato ends up getting split, and Tux takes advantage of that. And then the stink bomb coming in at the perfect moment. Skite not having any white heels. We talked about it earlier. So ending up edging them into that top 5 and finding some eliminations on the way too.
Probably kicking themselves, thinking if we had made that top 5, it would have just helped ensure that our placements were very high. But right now, the current game, Berlof here and his duo partner Artemis Swede, they're in top 15. Don't forget that first round of placement points is great, but they're at the 39 threshold. They've got to make more happen. And don't forget Thomas and Kluja, they're sitting on 77 if I remember correctly. The question would be, who else is in this lobby? What other big names can we scout out?
It's not just big names, but anybody who's up at the top of the leaderboards right now, because as far as I'm concerned, Thomas and Kluja are the subjects of this game as far as we've seen so far. Obviously, everybody else getting the action. Berlof here, we've already seen them pick up 1. They picked up another knock. Are they going to be able to find the elimination here? And they're holding them in zone. They're going to actually probably get this. Definitely the knock is going to be confirmed.
Oh, he should have just taken the shots with the AR. He's going to get blue damage numbers over. Here we go. Isla there gets picked up, but oh, man, this is coming down to the wire. This 14 number hasn't quite changed. Top 10 is the next threshold.
Well, they get knocked out.
Oh, they're coming down. They got to start building down. Did they drop?
Probably just a little bit of damage there, or, you know, started using the glider redeploys. Yes, the rift comes out actually for Berlof, but I don't think he took his teammate Sweet with him. No. You see only a little bit of white HP missing, so probably maybe used a shadow bomb or maybe a flint knock or something to save himself from taking the damage, but was on high ground. He's looking to see, maybe I'm going to make a play right now. No, he's going to decide I want to join my teammate, and Sweet has a perfect hold for him as he edits him down through it. It's Thomas and Kluja on high ground, by the way.
Yeah, this is a game. They need to close this game out, right? Like,
yes.
We know for a fact 83, again, in case you just tuned in, that was the highest threshold we've seen for points. Kluja and Thomas, they were at 77 not that long ago. They're about to hit top 10, which is another round of placement points on top of any eliminations they've picked up along the way. Down below, those Swede and Artemis Sweet and Berlof, I hope I'm saying that correctly. They're making things happen, right? They've got the 6 eliminations. They want to try and rack up as many as possible, but they are so far behind right now.
And I've got to criticize the use of that second shadow bomb there instead of getting into the box. Maybe a misclick or something, because now he doesn't have the rotation to stay with his teammate Berlof, who does have 1 more shadow bomb remaining. They're going to have to path in and walk it in.
Right now, again, top 10 is another round of placement points. Everything is going to slow down. Santo is single, unfortunately picked off right there at the edge, missing out on those points. I want to go back up top, right? I want to see what's going on with Kalusha. I want to see their points right now. For Loof, Sweet, he's dropped down to nothing. Anyone could accidentally sneeze in his direction and he could get picked off. Someone finds it. It's Detox who's going to be picked off in the crossfire there. Now Sweet, again, he's ticking. It must be within a stink bomb, and he gets traded out. Burloff does. But Sweet, look, his HP jumps up, so he must have found elimination.
A second before, if that player doesn't come from behind, he actually gets the siphon and probably survives there.
Yep.
So everything coming down to these milliseconds decision. I still haven't seen Thomas. Yes, they finally got one elimination from up on high ground. Sweet starting to use that campfire. It's full effectiveness here as the zone starts to go back in the other direction. 5 duos remaining, 7 total players.
Oh, and Thomas gets picked up. That puts Artemis Sweet in the top 5, another round of placement points. So does that mean, that must mean they both have been eliminated? Yes, they are both gone. Right now on the high ground, you've got a player, and everyone else is super huddled together because don't forget, this play space is just shrinking right now. Stir6, his dual partner Twix, is alive. They find Sweet, who gets picked off.
I love the placement of that trap, though, and the quick reaction from Sweet to actually edit his cone in a certain way so he can make it out unscathed, but still, 4 duos remaining. 1 player drops behind. They're all the same skin for some reason, and Stysrix is going to be able to find him easily. So that duo down on low ground by themselves right now against 2 more players, Nujulian and Oxy right here.
And down below, Styrix and Twix are the only duo left. They immediately shut down Oxy. They're like, 1 player's pushing us, just let's cooperate, let's shut this guy down, and now they're in a 2v1. Gooden here is gonna have the fight of his life, and he's on the 64 points. We've seen a lot of players hovering in that range. This could make the difference if he could find both of these eliminations and the victory royale. 5 points could make the difference. He gets cracked, Bala, down to 23-13. Oh my God! Oh my God! That was the sickest split knock I've ever seen!
That could have been the sickest split knock I've ever seen, because if he got that elimination and landed, he could have gotten the siphon and all of a sudden forced this into a 1v1 with HP advantage. But unfortunately going to go out into the zone, not able to control himself with the flint knock. Just like Zeke here, a little bit of excitement there from that play.
I'm melting in my chair. I'm just slowly sliding down. I'm trying to collect myself, Fortnite fan, but it's not working right now. Next game, 62 players, 34 duos, still sliding down. 85 points from Rojo and Wolfies? Okay, guys. All right, listen.
So they were slowing down when we last took a look at the standings when I was up there with you, Zeke. They were slowing down. They fell out of that first place. They're starting to creep down to that 6th, the 7th. We were talking about whether their games have been played yet, but climbing back in a strong fashion here. They've got 1 more game, and at 85 points, if they make this a big one, they could break 100 and almost guarantee themselves a spot to New York.
They have shifted gears, shifted mindset, and have said, we need to punch our tickets. We need to be on the stage of the World Cup Finals in New York City right now. They've got 3 eliminations between them. Don't forget, top 15 is the round of placement points. They are halfway there. They've got to play this smart. They've got to find these few eliminations, like this 1 player roaming around. Oh my God! Elite gets picked off, another elimination heading their way. And look at this, they're just looking to confirm eliminations, beam players as they can, while being as safe as possible, because look at all the resources they've got available to them. Shadow bombs, chug splashes, the combat, minis, they've got it all. They're looking to make this, Bala.
It's kind of crazy. I actually thought that he had an infantry rifle in his hands, but no, it's actually a heavy AR, which you don't see used too often anymore because of the effectiveness of that infantry rifle at long range, but you can't. You got to take what you get, and maybe he even prefers the heavy AR, because it does have, you know, a bigger clip in it.
Yeah.
Not doing quite as much damage, but up in the top left right now, we're not only looking at the thresholds reaching top 25, but Mr. Savage goes down in this game. Not too consequential because he's already qualified for New York, but that's another hint that they're probably not going to be making it up there and taking those top 4 spots.
That's right. Don't forget they've qualified, which means right now they're playing for money, which is great. So you got to think they're trying to find eliminations. Den, Magis Pulse. By the way, someone tweeted at us. That means the magical sausage. You're welcome. The more you know. More shots coming out here from Ollie is cracked. He did not manage to crack that player's shields, but the shots were pretty on point, and he's, of course, 761 above the damage threshold for the Storm there. Motor, for just a brief moment, peeks out and Ollie finds and secures it.
I think he might have also hit Motor's teammate, Ferox.
I believe he did.
As he jumped out of that box, I'm looking at Wolfies and Rojo right now, carpeting their way towards the zone. They're going to go ahead and decide to launch pad. They use that, tarp for a second just to get ahead of everybody else, make sure they're not going to, hit their heads and waste the launch pad effectively. But here, Benji using those chug splashes to immediately get back up to max health, starting his turtle forward.
And the fish out of water here. I mean, the duel of these, we kind of, it's funny that you said we may not see them in top 10, but look at the point threshold.
I know.
They said, look, Bala, we're savage. We're Benji Fishy, bro. Don't put us out. By the way, four rounds in the AR, only 4.
And Zeke, finds actually 2 players who didn't edit their box close. He's going to take out Black. And his teammate as well, Stoico, going down, and that's probably the end of their run in the World Cup.
Benji literally just said, Zeke, I don't care about these 4 AR rounds. Watch me pick up the double, and now I'm sitting on 300. Check me again, bro. I'm a fish out of water. I can breathe in fresh air. That was, in case you didn't see that was a thing at the summer block party, which made me laugh, by the way. Go back and watch those little interstitials. They're fantastic. That's what I was referencing. But 86 points over on Wolfsies and Rojo.
Yeah, and he's actually in trouble here as the Shadow Bomb. This player actually doesn't realize, though, he's going to take a nice shot onto Mawaka, sorry. As Wolfie's making his way forward, Rojo is split, but we've seen this situation before. Again, reaching towards that 90 points right now. One more elimination is going to do it, but Rojo goes down, and it's all up to Wolfie's right now.
All right, here we go. So Rojo gets picked up. But now, look, they've just hit that 90-point threshold. So let's think about this, right? If Wolfies could clutch it up by himself, he'd have to at least get the Victory Royale, which is another 7 points, and at least 3 eliminations. There's still 10 players. It's doable.
To get 100, is that what you're
to break the triple digits. Yeah, I want to see the 100. I want to see it because they want to see it too.
I mean, based on what scores I'm seeing already spread out throughout the map and the games that we've seen, I think he's already probably clinched it. But he's thinking, I have to perform the best I have ever done here. I have to win this game if I want to make it, because I don't have high ground. I don't have a teammate. I've got to do everything. I've got to take all this responsibility on my shoulder, all the pressure from all 10 weeks, and do it right now, Zeke.
That's right. And you got to think they're probably saying, like, just imagine this was you on the stage of the World Cup Finals, right? Imagine you're in that moment. Take everything, all the practice, the long hours you put and dedicated to this game and focus it and hone it in right now. Wolfies, he's got 3 eliminations. Again, 94 points. If he could find 3 more eliminations, it's not enough. Confetti trades him out and shuts him down in that moment. And now it's coming down to this. It's a 2v1.
Confetti and Toos. It's kind of crazy because we started World Cup in week 1 in semifinals. Toos playing in solos, actually destroying the semifinals, and now here again, ending EU. Is he going to be able to pick up this win? It could propel them up to 71 points, but it's going to happen. Ollie goes down, almost makes a hero RPG play onto Confetti. My heart dropped for a second there, but that really could be, a story from the start to the finish, Zeke.
Yeah. This is, I think, the only fitting thing now to do. I'm stressing out of my mind, but for now, let's send it into Pookie. She's in the studio. She's going to break down what's going on.
Thank you so much, Zeke. You know what? Go get yourself a sandwich. Go get a drink of water. Calm down. I was over there. You were stressing out for sure. I am joined here with Sundown. Those games are absolutely incredible. You always putting on a show, never disappointing. Speaking of that, don't want to bring up who's going to be disappointed or excited, but we got to look at the standings.
The final standings, the last 4 coming out of Europe. It's been so absurdly competitive, and let's take a look. Punch some tickets going through. Wolfies and Rojo taking the top spot. Stompy Tashinkin, Benji Fishy, and Mr. Savage don't know how to share. They're still hanging out. Had already qualified, so that means it shifts down. And we got Skype, Invato, Vorin, and Tux, and then Klusha in Singularities. Thomas HD taking up the spots, 1 point separating the difference, going through there. Saw it going down. I mean, this is nuts. So many players who we've seen. Klusha getting the double qualification going through. Shinken and Stompy not knowing how to stay off of the top. Huge runs from Skype and Vato, as well as Vorin and Tux. And then Wolfies and Rojo just dominating at the start of the day, kind of falling off, and everyone was saying, oh, can Can they stay up there? A huge last-minute surge, $20,000, a trip to New York City, Pooks. That's massive.
Congratulations to everyone who has qualified for World Cup finals in New York in July. I cannot wait to meet all of you, but we have some business to get down to, Sundown.
Time to punch some tickets, right?
Yeah, we got to punch those tickets.
All right, let's get the top one right there. Congratulations, Wolfies and Rojo.
We got Skite and Vado coming out of the stream. Am I doing this one?
Yeah, you can get that one as well. Split it up 2 and 2, and then get Warren and Tux. Such a great job from Tux there. We saw a number of his plays. Warren as well clutching up in the end, and then rounding it out. Klusha, by the way, in Singularity. Thomas HD. Congratulations, all of you played so incredibly well. It was a great day to round it out. But again, hey, first of all, to even get to Sunday in Europe, it took 67 points in a victory royale. Like, if you were playing on Sunday, you're among the best of the best there, and just because your name isn't up here doesn't mean you're done. There's always going to be more to play for. There's always more there. And speaking of always more competitive Fortnite stuff, we recently actually just launched our own dedicated Twitter to all things competitive Fortnite. You know, let's just throw it on up there. Go ahead, give it a follow as well. It's twitter.com/FN competitive, and I mean, there's always a way to get involved. We're going to be highlighting plays, we'll be doing breakdowns, we'll be asking you who your favorite players are up there, so keep an eye on that. And then let's also see what is up on the social wall and what players had to say up there. Boom, right on up there, and then everyone saying welcome to Twitter on there. Let's go, people being excited about it, and look at that. I love the Sharks just slamming the like and the retweet button.
Nice, I love that. Cutest graphic I've seen on this wall thus far. Can we just talk about Evade Orange's tweet for a second? The only Twitter I need. Could not have said it better myself.
Well, he needs his own there to interact with it as well.
That's
but
true.
I mean, just
you know, potato. It is what it is. But yeah, guys, if you're not following this Twitter already, please go and give it a follow. I'm following it. I know Sundown is. Tweet to us on there. We'll be replying to stuff all day today. But you know what? I feel as though, you know, we've seen a lot of games coming out of Europe today. You know, we've seen a lot of people, you know, punch their tickets. Congratulations to everybody so far. I cannot personally wait to get into the next set of games. So before we do that, we are going to go to a quick break. Do not go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll have more Fortnite action.
Let's fly out to the lobby. Let's fly out to the lobby. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs. Burgers from dirt to munch. Tacos Royale with brunch. Red juices, a tasty treat for Lil Whip, Peely, and Pizza Pete. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your spots and numbs.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we are going to talk about the Tactical Assault Rifle and its addition to competitive play.
The Tactical Assault Rifle is probably one of the best additions to the game. It's a long-range weapon where you could save AR ammo if you have a drum gun.
Small bullet you can find everywhere, so it's a good weapon.
The Tactical AR is an uncommon, epic, and legendary weapon that utilizes light ammunition and has a high rate of fire. It does 22, 23, or 24 damage depending on rarity, has a pretty fast first shot accuracy timer, and a dope reloading animation. I mean, come on, just look at it. We've seen a lot of competitive players opt into using the Tactical Assault Rifle over the course of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. So let's hear from some of the players who qualified for the finals and get their thoughts on the TAC AR's addition to the game.
It's really good. Like, really, really good. Once you get to endgame scenarios like 5th zone and beyond, it absolutely beams. It's very, very viable in meta right now. Everybody's been using it.
I like it because you could actually sneak up on someone. It has this low sound, so it's hard to hear.
It has its viability due to its first shot accuracy that can make it really strong, and the fall off damage isn't as strong as it was for the silent SMG, which got vaulted.
I reckon the gun's awesome for endgame because if you've got height, that gun can really get a lot of eliminations because it's like a laser, and people endgame tend to have less HP than they would towards the early and mid game. So I think it's really strong in situations.
Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the tactical assault rifle, and when do you like to use it? Send us your opinions using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and I'll see you on the battle bus, or maybe on the high ground with Attack AR.
Fortnite fam. Did I beat you in rock, paper, scissors? Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. I probably did because I'm really good at it. It's the only thing I'm good at ever. But guys, we are knee deep in the World Cup finals. Qualifier here for duos. It has been unbelievable. The European action has not disappointed. But of course, we're getting ready to hop into more games. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Oceania replays because don't forget, Oceania and Asia happened overnight. So we're going to also look at Asia replays as well. I guess I should have said both. And then we're going to take a live look into Brazil, see how things are going for them. I need two casters on deck. Let's get Pookie Face. Let's get Sundown. Let's get into these games.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I'm joined here by the amazing Pookie Face, who has a great talent at ignoring high fives.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, she literally looked right at the camera and then right at me. But as Zeke just said, Oceania and Asia wrapped up last night. I stayed up and watched some of the games. I know most people didn't, but they were incredible. The last spots were there, and let's hop in, give these guys a little coverage, and celebrate just how awesome at Fortnite they are. Now, a fun fact about both these guys, 7 matches played total. That was all they ended up running through. So they were able to get the maximum amount of points through each one of them, not needing all 10. And as we talked about with the Breakaway Esports duo of Serpent and Hype, averaging a placement of 2.67 across those 7 games. That is ridiculous.
That is extremely high. Do you know what other teams are sitting at in terms of averages like that?
I mean, you really don't typically will see placements like that in a 10-game run. Like in overall, like we've seen people being those consistent in like over the course of 10 games.
Right.
But like in that spree, I think the closest we've seen is the Twins out of Oshi when they were playing more placement based and less aggro. I think they had one of the weeks up there where they were nearing 4, but sub 3 that's really, really, really good.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty incredible, like you said. And we see Hype just get the elimination on Pendragon, LOL there, just utilizing his edits there to quickly peek out, make sure that he's not leaving himself too exposed. Take a look at his partner, Serpent, who has got his own agenda of what he's doing over here. Looks like he's doing the same thing, but on the opposite side. So these guys just applying pressure all over the map.
Yeah, and one thing to note, it is a much sparser circle when you're in those very late games in terms of Oceania. Some players opting to play aggro, trying to get their games out there, will just go full send and try and burn through a couple towards the end to get into another one. But if you have good game management or the ability to just play consistently and ride it out, you can play this game all the way to conclusion and maybe snag what might be a slightly easier victory route for you if you're playing passive and defensive, which Serpent and Hype seem to have been doing so here with, I want to say, only 6 elims, but in comparison to the rest of the lobby, it's not a ton. It's good.
No, for sure. And to your point, kind of what you said about knowing, where your opponents are. Let's keep in mind that there's only 12 players left on this map right now, and only 7 duos remain. Make that 11 and 6. I spoke way too soon. Serpent secures another elimination there on Bray. But in terms of final circles, Sundown, this is not something that we see very often in these late games.
No, and it makes for interesting play because people can be more calculated, but normally you don't get as much room to operate. So now all of a sudden, Zank being in this 1-by-1 by himself, if certain Hype want to go pinch him, they absolutely will. They know this is a 2v1. They know there's no one else here, but Zank is now trying to get whatever opportunity he can to free up shots, knowing that the next elim that goes down is the top 5, and every single point matters, even if not for qualification, then for the prize money, with the prize pool being doubled in weeks 9 and 10.
Yeah, and Zank making that quick decision to just use the launch pad, kind of get out of there. He saw that there were players rushing at him, decided to go up, get the high ground, which does end up working out for him because he lays down a 35 and a 71 shot on opponents down below. Breaks a baller, which is going to be bad news for that player. He isn't going to have that additional protection anymore. But he is just trying to fire shots, methodically go through and see if he can actually get any kind of knocks or eliminations here to get that siphon, because he doesn't actually have any kind of healing, and he does take out Jimmy, so that is certainly going to help him for any kind of future eliminations or any kind of engagements here.
Yeah, and it got him into the top 5, and Goobaz actually ended up going down as well, so just getting the tags on the end of the storm as rotation does go up the mountain, the verticality being the difference there. Elimination does go over. That was the knock we had just talked about. While Replace goes through, he edits down, has nothing to catch himself, but luckily was on the edge of it. But Hype is relentless on the high ground, and now they're going to start working the top down. When we started on board with them, they had 4 elims, now worked it all the way up to 8. There is 9 and 10, and they're looking to close this match out, and this is where every point matters. Getting the wall replaced, and Slaya goes down. Well done from Hype and Serpent. 11 elims in the victory royale.
Well done from them indeed. Now, unfortunate to see Slayo go down. I know that he is a favorite from a lot of people, but you know what? Second place, not too bad, Sundown.
No, it was a good effort, but like you said, once kind of those two get rolling, when they have the momentum, they are able to just run with it. We've seen it before in the semifinals, and when they finally converted it over, sometimes that's all it takes. If you're able to put the pieces together on the right day in the finals, that's what ends up mattering. Now we're on board here with Surf Junkie and Evanix.
And take a look at their loadout they have right now. 2 Rift to Goes, 2 Shadow Bombs. I'd be interested to see if they've split the Shadow Bombs. Duos will typically do that. Give 2 and 2 so each partner has some kind of mobility in their inventory. They do only take up 1 slot, and you can carry a whole bunch of them. So we've seen time and time again players utilizing those to make rotations, make sure they're safe heading into the next zone, and they are going to actually opt to Rift out there so that they can make that early rotation. They did have quite a long way to go, but they are going to look to see if they can possibly sneak on some high ground here.
Yeah, the thing is there, well, it seems like it is a little bit of an early rift. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner, majority of the players were in their path in order to get to the rotation. So when you have 2 rifts and 2 extra shadow bombs, as well as a ton of the shields, you can afford to be a little more aggro there, and they're actually able to now get priority on the zone and pick up an elim as well. But can they get the mats and then disengage out with whatever upgrades they so desire?
Again, Surf Junkie taking a lot of damage there, so he is going to have to really focus on getting healed up before they, you know, make the next rotation or before they take another engagement, because you certainly do not want your duos partner going down or falling to anyone at this stage of the game. That certainly can spell disaster. But we are going to take a look here at Serpent and Hype. We saw a little bit of their gameplay in the last game. They look as though they're playing very, very well together today. And you know, let's just see what they can pull out right now.
Yeah, so these were actually, so the last game we watched was their second to last game, and this was their final game of the evening. So that's kind of why it ended up being such a thinner lobby. It was a lot of the players trying to get through and use the last of the games, but Serpent and Hype saying, that's fine, we'll play it for a victory royale. And right now, inside the first placement threshold, already on 7 elims for this match. So that's 10 points so far coming out from this game. That's what we talk about when we say maximizing efficiency in every single one of your lobbies. If you're making it into the final placement threshold, getting a couple of those victory royales and getting elims as well, no, it makes it very difficult for everyone else in the lobby to even keep pace.
You know, that we've seen time and time again has worked out for so.
Alright, you guys. I am back. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are we all doing? I'm doing very good.
Nice. Alright, where do you want to go?
Wherever. Thank you for tuning in.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I just choose just random.
Did you guys kill the other guy?
No, I died from fall damage. So apparently I didn't jump on the diving board enough. Epic was thinking about that. Where are you going?
I don't know. I just shot myself. taking all my loot. They could have picked up my card, but they didn't. Oh well. Gotta drink some H2O. Hello team, do we have mics so that we can communicate? Hello. Oh man. Oh my god, man. I'm sorry, but I'm not staying. I'm playing like garbage right now. I'm gonna take a dab so my aim could be a lot better. Because at this point in time, I'm just hella tired. Cheers, everybody. Woo! Those are some vicious ass dabs. Oh my gosh. I am hella high. Woo! That's the way of life, man. Gotta live high and mighty. Hello, everybody. Do we have mics? I guess not. Oh, wait. Hello? Oh, okay. We're gonna land in the water that's frozen. So quiet. Just in case I decide to fall or something. Or I could get the spiders. What? What happened to the ice that was here? No more ice? All snow. Excuse me. Would you look at that? Oh yeah, there's a campfire. Oh wait, there's no campfire over here no more. Did you guys loot all of this place? I'm guessing you guys did. Well, guess not. I got a message. Damn, I am trash. And he danced on me. Well, GG's everybody. He just stood there. I think I got one more in me, you guys. And then I'm about to get off. Let's see if we can get people on here. Let's get it. Hello, team. Do we got mics? Hello. Hello. Hola. Konnichiwa. That's way too far, man. There's not enough loot for everybody there. I guess Real Ramos is AFK. Oh my god, he had a shotgun. Anonymous 279. Got one more.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
What up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, how you doing?
And getting killed on Fortnite?
Getting kills?
Getting killed and kills?
Yeah. Are you pretty good or what?
Man, I'm hella trash, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Sound like someone who'd be like pro at this game.
Why do you say that?
Well, just because I feel like most people are pretty good. Just don't give themselves enough credit, you know? Or they lack in one place and so they think that they're bad at everything else too. You know?
I'm pretty bad, but hey, I'll try my best. That's all I can do. I'll try my best.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go. We got ourselves a gun.
Oh shit, someone's shooting at me. What's he at?
Coming.
Oh. No, what happened?
Oh god.
I'm coming.
I hit him once with the Deeg.
No. I can't do this by myself.
Hey, look, you're carrying right now. You got it, you got it. Hey.
Oh my.
Oh, nice job, man. That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for playing, man.
Yeah. No problem. I got shot from behind. Hello, team. I guess we're going to the water. Yay. Neil tilted. I don't want to die. Oh, I died. Bye-bye. My aim was so trash. Alright, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in and have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful evening.